Let's look forward to the future. Hey guys, it's me, Rob, and welcome back to some more Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time, we were summoned back to Grand Trad to go see what kind of disturbances were happening at the Grand Mausoleum for the cathedral. And in doing so, we managed to help out a soldier who was being pestered by the nobles for no good reason other than their fear of little things that really have no influence, they have no influence over, right? Or control over, you know. Then we also were asked by a noble, though a stingy noble, mind you, to go retrieve a necklace from the mausoleum as well. So we managed to do all two. And we also helped out Stroll by accompanying him to his old hometown. We have a bit of a lead on the whereabouts of his inheritance. And so he's going to be looking into that. But for now, we've got not much else to do other than do one last activity here and head on out for Brilehaven.
Talking nonsense, you are. Everyone listen! I am...
Listen up. When I'm king, I'm turning half this country city into entertainment districts. And the spirits will flow from casks, free for all. Okay. Sure.
Huh?
What? You got a problem with what I'm saying? Hey, wait. I know you. You're that chump who says he'll help anyone in need, aren't you?
This interesting.
Well, sit your arse down and let a man who is truly fit to be king pluck those flowery ideas right out of your ears.
Everyone listen! I am...
Whether you're rich or you're poor, every slaw can get as pissed as the next. That's true equality. Then, after the loads of people migrate to our merry city, tourists will stop pouring in, lining all our pockets. I'll make food free. You'd put taverns out of business.
Hang on.
If alcohol was free, the taverns would go out of business. That's unrealistic. That's... Really?
Let's give it a shot.
Uh-huh. I'm sure it's just the beginning. In the meantime, we have our eloquence here.
Eloquence.
One of the virtues a ruler must possess. Oh, I didn't even notice. We're almost close to rank 3 imagination. Fill thyself with words from the heart to win the trust of the common folk.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs the precious kindling with which followers' passions may be inflamed. I spit too much on my... I'm sorry.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have His Eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Right, everyone. Farewell said, particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
Now then.
Next is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Principality of Oceania. If we punch it south of Martira, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights, 4 days or so. Boom, boom. There's Katharina again. There it is, Brilehaven.
Whoa!
Stormy. Oh boy.
Let's see.
Yep, we've got quite the ways. So it looks like we'll run into 2 landmarks. Okay.
Oh, hey!
There's a large city of prosperous commerce, due in no small part to its oceanside proximity. Envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, Nurus? I never. What do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next stop, Port Brilehaven, capital of Oceania. Oceania. I know they just said it, and I'm already blanking
Leaving
on how it's
behind
pronounced.
The old castle town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
What to pick?
3 days until we reach Brilehaven. Okay.
All right then.
We've got a lot of stuff for us we can do. The bright side is that we can cook without interruption. Let's see what we can cook up. Not a lot, it seems like.
All right.
Sure. Make this again.
Now then. Don't lose focus. In days gone by,
Made another set.
Let's not.
Oh wait, can I only do it once? Aw. It's a bit lame. Alright. I guess that's fair. God. Let's finish this book. Get a little bit more of elegance. Why don't we?
What's that?
Even if you follow the techniques explained so far to the letter, some people will still refuse to budge. Fancy words and calculated suggestions backfire on these types because they're guided by emotion rather than logic. For them, the most effective thing to do is...
Man.
be cold to them, maybe?
That's...
Not quite.
All right.
Well, still, persuading everyone is a monumental task, which makes sense. Everyone has their own values and way of thinking, after all.
All right.
Oh. Got an even bigger boost.
The party sets off for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Oi!
Have you heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. I've heard enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while traveling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak when we're stopped.
Speaking of,
Heard that in certain regions, grasses are added into bath water to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Okay. Ah!
The breeze feels nice.
But...
Uh-huh. Is it all the way back there? Where's Heisme? Ah, he's over there. And I talked to him. No, it has to be in Civilization. That's right. So, imagination is almost up. Sure, why not?
Ah, it's you.
Knock this one out right away. Oh, we can talk. Not a trace of enemies around by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we got a little break.
Good grief.
Goodness. Time to bid farewell to Martira, isn't it? I can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hail from is not far from Martira. air there agrees with my skin more than Grand Trad's. Despite all the terrible things that you've experienced,
But
I bear no affection for the period when I was branded a kidnapper, but harbor no ill will for those whose children were taken. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you received this mission from the hidden village where His Highness the Prince resides. Ah, right. My apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice than the Ujif. I'll not pry if you'd rather not discuss it. There are none alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that is truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present and the future. If we were all to face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from the novel you carry.
Now then.
Imagination level 3.
Imagination.
If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Why, that's...
Conqueror needs the precious kindling with which a follower's passion may be inflamed. Glad to have such an opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest evades you, then I will keep you company in its stead.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Nice, May, you've erected a tent above, haven't you? You take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where did you hear you geef are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they are rather more for gliding. Well, we can cook up one more thing, so let's do that.
Let's check.
Let's make this with Stroll, see what he has to say.
now then.
For as often as we simply refer to our meals as meat, something to keep in mind is where it's cut from. Taste and texture can change dramatically, you know? Each type of cut has an ideal preparation, and if you do it well, it turns out tender and delicious. Something to strive for, wouldn't you say?
Speaking of,
Oh, what kind of cut do we have here? But never you mind. Just leave this to me. Shish kebabs, okay. Watch your meat and adjust the heat, so it goes. Although, it depends on what your preference is, really. Nearly time. No, it is time. Strike now!
all right.
Yes, not bad so far. See the juices there? There's your proof. This is turning out delicious. Add a little something for the aroma, and we're done. Just a little, or it'll overshadow the flavor. It's curative coney roast. Smells great, doesn't it? Now, imagine how it tastes. That is such a helpful skill that we have. So, I could read another book. Or Bygone Days about. Oh. Oh my god. I can read this? Let's read it. Though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps. The first words his son spoke, a time his son nearly tripped his ears off climbing all over him, of worrying about his son not eating veggies, the son refusing to stop crying at night, of being so exhausted he falls asleep in places without realizing it. I see. Being a parent brought him a lot of struggles. Even more than that, it brought him joy.
All right.
Still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from where I left it.
Nira speaking.
Uh-oh. Got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
The
Like
city
what?
ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brilehaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
This is...
A truly harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. Chill settles into my very bones as I consider what have occurred here. Something wrong, lad? Did the Gauntlet Runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No. Sorry. I was just reminded of something unpleasant.
Everything okay?
Right.
Yeah. Sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed. Scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right. I don't know if the magla crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them. But my hometown will eventually.
You...
Stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
All right.
Looks like they're all evening out a little bit. All four of them should reach level 3 eventually.
Hey!
Ugh. My stomach sensed this notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? Oh, I guess Nearest can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. Picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is important to cite. It is an important site to document nonetheless.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Day after tomorrow, huh? I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right then. Go.
I guess we could use that, bath cask.
Hey there. Yep.
Sure. Fragrance of the wooden cask envelops me. I could ease in and let myself acclimate. Okay, decent amount.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Wonder what bath salts I'm be able to get.
Quite.
Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brilehaven by tomorrow. Seawater. I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us, at long last. That must mean we've already ventured beyond what the cliff collapsed, barring passage.
I see.
It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. Speaking of ruin, Norris, do you remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way?
That reminds me.
See where we are. We're just seeing. This is cool. Courage is almost there. Oh no, that's right. I was gonna go read his journal. This entry describes Heisme and his son running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. I can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. At one point, Heisme loses sight of his son, only to find he climbed a tall tree. Heisme is mortified until the boy nimbly jumps down just as his father would have.
All right.
A little bit more left. Probably read it tonight.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Oh boy. It's Katharina again.
Hurry it up!
Alright, we'll be on out.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this lying down.
It's you! So we meet again!
Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
My cue, I think.
Oh.
Let's have a spot of inventor's ingenuity.
Ooh. That's actually pretty decent damage.
So have we.
Now accept your fate.
Okay.
To the rear, face me. Pierce.
That's nothing.
I shall... Swordmaster! Let's make an end of it. No holding back! No, I shall vanquish evil.
On your guard.
Ah!
Let's do this fair and square.
Light!
Let's see. Okay.
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Oh, God.
This is nothing.
Falkenberg's guard is down.
Allies, together!
Coordination is key!
They yet cling to life.
Almost there.
You are good.
And that'll do it.
No. Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Woo.
A halfway decent result. Excellent. I've grown more powerful.
More on agility. Good, good, good. Ooh.
I've lost.
Ugh. I've lost again. If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me. But that power of yours is really something. But don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing now. You got that? Okay. Katharina, cheer up.
Yeah?
I saw your runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Huh. Eurodicus. Who do you think I am, exactly? Pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
Are all these people migrating to find work? Even though it might kill them in the end. What other options do Parapus like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. Eudoricus. Wait. Take this, and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey.
Good news, you lot. Katharina made a generous donation.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear, I'm gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you, Katharina. I've earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them, what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. Just can't fathom dying to earn a living. The fat cats are all too happy when the Parapus take them up to it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeezed us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Will handing out money make this better? I've got no clue myself. But I had to try something.
But
Even now, tons of people aren't going to survive. And I can't tell who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
that's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. They don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. Many say there's nothing to be done. They only say that because the Parapets are right where they want them. Beneath everybody.
It just ain't right.
And have the Parapets start doing well for themselves. I would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is.
Sure.
Let's change things ourselves. That's exactly what I plan on doing, Jackson. With anyone able to take that throne, now's the time to do it. Which means I can't just hand it to you either.
Thanks.
Much obliged, Jackson. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but be still. But still. I reached out to recruitment centers and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. We'll check in on it. Gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together.
She. Now. A new power.
It is the pugilist, right?
I'm not letting anyone die.
And we get more from bounties, too. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure. So don't go dying on me.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Tomorrow's the big day. Wonder what kind of place Brilehaven is. We will find out what that is eventually, but for now, I think this is where we call it. So, next time on Metaphor ReFantazio, we enter Brilehaven for the very first time. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one, everyone, and as always, stay safe.